Welcome back, everybody. Episode 9 of the BettorOff Hockey Podcast. I'm here with Noah as usual.
It's good.
Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, follow the Instagram page, download the BettorOff app, and make sure to start following us on TikTok. We're going to be posting some weekly footage starting, no confirmed date, probably next week, if not a little later. But let's get right into things.
Yeah,
I'll let you start off.
Just to touch on that TikTok thing, we're just, as you guys know, we're still in school, so we have a lot of work on our plates right now, so we're going to try to start doing those TikToks either this week, next week, or in the coming weeks. We'll let you guys know, and that's just the little spiel on TikTok. So, another NHL week in the books, another great week. We'll do the usual. We'll talk about the teams that are hot, the teams that are cold. We're going to try and change up the teams we talk about, not the usual. And, yeah, that'll be that. So, the first team we want to talk about today that are on fire is in their last 10 games, they are 7-2-1. They are led by captain Anze Kopitar, who has 17 points in 17 games, the LA Kings. So, before the season started, we said in that division there was going to be Edmonton, Vegas, and then there's going to be that one team. We said it was either, we don't know who it was going to be. At the beginning, it looked like it was going to be San Jose, who've fallen back to earth.
Yeah.
Then it kind of looked like Anaheim.
Yeah.
Has it? Now it looks like it's LA.
It's definitely a tight race to see who's that 3 spot. I mean, Vegas still is in top of the standings, but I mean, when they get Pacioretty back, when Stone's back fully healthy, when Eichel comes back, they'll jump up real quick.
Yeah.
But the Kings going into the season, they acquired Arvidsson. Guys like Kempe, Fallow, another year coming up developing. I really like their forward core led by, you said, Captain Kopitar.
I love Kopitar.
Years of just being overlooked. Starting in the past years to really put up points. He's been close to, if not a point per game player. So, it's good to see a guy like that finally leading his team. And let's not forget, Drew Doughty's out. So, it's a big step for them, being 7-2-1 in the last 10.
Drew Doughty had like 7 points in 5 games before he got hurt. It was he was on a roll. Honestly, you're right about Kopitar. This guy's one of the most underrated players in the game. Yeah. He puts up points like this every single year. He's a great two-way center.
He's nominated for the Selke Trophy at least every second year, so that just goes to show
he is a stud. I never realized.
I mentioned they acquired Victor Arvidsson, but let's not forget they signed Philip Danault as to be a main piece in that offense, not necessarily on the offensive side of the puck, but on the defensive side of the puck. Phil Danault is close to logging. He logs around 19 minutes per night. Yeah. Second most forward. So that goes to show that, they really like the acquisition. He may not be putting up that many points or goals, but that's not what he came here to do.
It's the little things he does.
And what was it, $6 million?
Something around that, yeah. It's the little things this guy does, and I think he's fitting perfectly in there. I think LA, they're ready to take that next step.
And let's just say a team like that gets in the playoffs. That's a scary damn team. They've been there. They have the experience.
Yeah.
They have
Dustin Brown.
They have Dustin Brown. They have the veteran leadership. They have the decor, Doughty, and I mean a young goalie who's hungry, Cal Peterson. Yeah. Backed up by Quick, who again has won 2-3 cups.
Yeah, 2.
And Phil Danault, who could shut down any line. So
I think they get into the playoffs. It's a good point. I think they may make another couple acquisitions on maybe defense, offense, something like that.
They kind of need a bit more help.
But they're out of the rebuild stage. They're out of it.
Guys like Kaliev coming up, Turcotte.
They're out. They still have some prospects. They're sitting in a great spot. I like what LA's done. They've taken their time. They've got their veterans, and honestly, hats off to Kopitar, Doughty,
all those guys that have been
Quick and Brown, who went through the highs of the highs when they won the cup, the lows of the lows of the rebuild, and now they're climbing their way back up.
And Doughty never wanted to leave. Nope. Doughty always wanted to stay. So good on him. And
same with Kopitar.
Kopitar too. Let's stay on this division. Yeah. Let's go to a team that's kind of been in the dumps. Let's flip the script here. Yeah. The Vancouver Canucks.
Are they in the division?
Pretty sure they're in the division.
I think they are too.
Okay, maybe not. Who knows? Let's stick with the Vancouver Canucks.
I don't think they are.
All right, let's continue.
Oh well, let's talk about the Vancouver Canucks. Have been taking over kind of social media. The Fire Benning, yeah. The Travis Green being fired. I think that management is where the problem lies.
Vancouver is in the division.
Oh, you just checked there.
Yeah. All right. I didn't make a fool of myself.
Oh, okay.
So sticking with the
I made
division.
a fool of myself.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
I don't like what's gone on there.
Yes.
I think they've got the talent. Their team's very good.
For sure.
I just don't think the management is there.
All right, so they're 6-10-2 this year.
No, yes.
So well below 500. The only guy that's producing is the guy they got from the Tampa Bay Lightning a few years back and instantly impressed. JT Miller has 19 points in 18 games. He's on a great contract. He's just been proven to be a consistent, steady player for that team. Winger, could play center, great in the D zone, great on the O zone, as you can see, putting up points.
Yeah.
But two guys I want to talk about. Elias Pettersson, who I believe has 10 points in 18 games. Just got paid $7.35 million for 4 or 5 years. That's scary.
I think he's a bit overrated.
That's scary.
Because he is not that. He is really.
Elias Pettersson is a guy that when I watch, so much talent, so much skill, but he doesn't skate. He's soft on the puck.
Okay.
You could tell, he has crazy talent. He has high IQ, good vision. But if you're not moving, there's very few guys in the league that don't need a move and could still be an impact player. You look at a guy like Alex Ovechkin because of his shot.
I knew you were going to say that.
Nikita Kucherov. No, he doesn't though. He's not a skater. And that guy, when he's your highest paid forward, he's gotta be putting more points up on the board.
He's got to put pucks in the back of the net, and he's not doing that. And I used to kind of be a big Elias Pettersson believer when he was in his rookie season, but now I've really turned to flip the script because I think this guy, he just doesn't really have the it factor. He doesn't care when he plays.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It's not that he doesn't move. It's just that it doesn't look like he cares. And
he got paid, and now he can go sit on his beach in Florida and enjoy himself.
Yeah, but a guy like that, I think you can't win a cup with that guy as your number one center. Listen, they have Horvat. It's a great 1-2 punch. I love
Horvat.
And it doesn't make sense because their top six is so well rounded. You got JT Miller, you got Besser, you got Horvat, you got Connor Garland now. You got
Miller.
I said Miller.
Oh, you did?
Miller, but you got a guy like Tanner Pearson. They're deep. They're a deep team. But
Hoglander,
Podkolzin, who's a rookie.
Yeah.
They just got Ekman Larson.
On D with Nate Schmidt.
And Demko had a rough patch, but he's been playing a bit better now. But it's just a team that you're like, this team has so much potential. Why are they not there yet? They're out of the rebuild stage. They should be making moves, and they should be getting to that top.
They should be at the top of the division, and they got to. I think Travis Green's the first that's got to go. I
agree.
I don't know about Jim Benning.
I don't think so. Jim Benning made a great move.
He made a great move. Yeah,
was a great move.
JT Miller was a great move.
Great moves.
I think just the signings weren't the greatest.
Which signings?
Quinn Hughes and
okay, yeah.
I feel like it was forced also.
Yeah, it was a desperate signing, but you got to do it.
Yeah.
You want to win games, but
maybe whatever.
Sometimes it's forced, but sometimes it's what has to be done here.
Yeah. So those are those two teams. Another team we haven't really talked about that's been on fire are the Colorado Avalanche. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10. Their leading scorer is Nazem Kadri. He's got 19 points in 19 games. Where did this guy come from?
Nazem Kadri isn't even playing first line minutes.
Well, he is now because McKinnon.
No, he's not even playing. No. Logan O'Connor is on their playing first line minutes.
Oh, jeez.
Kadri has stayed on the second line, was bumped up to the first power play, which is where he's getting a lot of points. And they got this guy from Toronto. They knew what they were getting. A consistent, solid second line center, plays with a fire under him. And that's what you look for in a guy like Kadri.
Yeah.
But, when McKinnon comes back and this team is fully healthy for the first time this season, because McCarr was out when McKinnon was healthy.
McCarr was out when McKinnon
and
was out.
McCarr's killing it. He has 4 goals in the last 2 games. As a D-man.
I love this guy.
One of the best Ds in the league. Hands down. Top 3. There's no debate.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
But you get your team healthy. You got Rantanen and Landeskog, McKinnon.
Yeah.
Then you got Kadri centering a second line with Burakovsky or, Comfort, whatever. Then you got a steady decor. And Darcy Kemper, who I think Darcy Kemper's the real deal.
Yeah, I think their goalie and D's are very good. I think they should need more forward depth. That's it.
Yes, that's something that will come at the deadline. Not something you do right now. You wait for your team to get healthy. You're climbing the ranks. I don't know their overall record, but they're looking really good. And when McKinnon comes back, God, that's a team to watch.
Yeah,
because you saw what they did last year. They lost to Vegas, but they had a 2-0 lead in the series, and they just lost one game and it kind of went to the dumps. But Colorado is my pick to come out from that side.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not a big Colorado guy. I don't like how they don't have the depth on forward. They have the big 3+ catcher, and I think that's all it is. I think Burakovsky's a third liner. I think JT Compher's a third liner.
Burakovsky. I like Burakovsky.
They need a couple other guys on forward. Their D's are great. Byron, Girard, Makar. Like, that is solid.
Yeah.
Devon Tays. Like,
Girard? You said Girard?
Yeah, I said Girard.
Erik Johnson is back.
Like, those guys are, trust me, outstanding. Kemper's very, very good as well, but I think you need a couple more.
You know what? This is where I think you look to acquire a guy like Barclay Goodrow.
Yeah.
Blake Coleman.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this just because they're at the top of my head because I'm a Tampa fan. And I miss them. I miss them very much. But, you know, this is a team that can use just one of those guys. Throw them on the third line, and that's your third line's made right there.
I mean, we've already spoken about this, but like if you look over, I think, if you look over the past couple of years, you know, we saw the Tampa third line we've spoken about, and then who won the year before? Was it Washington?
No, it wasn't.
There's a team, St. Louis.
It was St. Louis,
and like their third line was like Jaden Schwartz, Robert Thomas,
and like Sammy Blais, who was a workhorse.
Like that's how they won it. When Washington won it, was like Lars Eller, Burakovsky, and
maybe
Vrana.
One of them played on the
and then, like, if you keep going back and forth, every year there's that third line that wins you the cup. When Pittsburgh won, they had the literally HBK line. Hagelin, Bonino, Kessel.
Oh, wow. I do remember.
So,
that was their third line?
That was their third line. So that's why those
Kessel,
third lines,
wow.
the third line it's become such a strong piece. Because every team, when you're in the playoffs, making it to, like, the top 8, top 4, I would say, you have the top forwards, a top defenseman, and a very good goalie.
Yeah.
That's how it is. You have that. That's a given to you. You have that.
For sure.
But it's a third line that I think you need.
Yeah, no, I agree. All right, so let's move on here. I agree with your points. Let's talk about a team that I don't think we mentioned once. Not once.
Who?
Throughout these 8 episodes. The New York Islanders.
We haven't mentioned them.
I do not think we have.
Same with the Rangers.
I usually, you know, when you bring up a team, you say led by a captain or leading goal scorer.
Yeah.
This team, it's led by Barry Trotz.
Yeah, 100%.
Barry Trotz. And
100%.
Barry Trotz is 5-7-2. Something you don't see very often.
No.
I don't think he's ever been below 500 in his career.
I'll show you.
But this team is a great team with depth on offense, on defense, and even on goalie. And I just don't see how they're not clicking yet. They haven't changed much of their core. It's been the same group that's been winning playoff series.
Okay.
Why aren't they producing? I don't understand.
I think the problem of them not having those top scorers are catching up to them.
You know what? I think Barzal last year, you know, I watched Barzal. They played Tampa in the playoffs. Did they play Tampa?
I don't remember.
Yeah, whatever.
Playoffs.
Maybe 2 years ago. But Barzal carries the game.
Yeah.
And he plays at his pace that he wants to play at.
Yeah.
And he only has 8 points in 14 games.
Yeah.
Their captain, Anders Lee, has 4 goals and 0 assists.
Yeah, but he's been hurt. He's been hurt. Now he's on the IR. He was on the IR, and now he's back on the COVID IR.
Okay, so maybe that's why they've been struggling. You know, captain's hurt, first line goal scorer, brings the energy. Who knows? But, I mean, Pulock and Pelech is one of the best deep pairing in the league.
Yeah.
And, I'm trying to, I'm talking slow here, but I'm trying to think why they can't find a way to win.
I don't know. I think it's just a slumpy start. I think once their guys get going, like Brock Nelson, Josh Bailey, and Bavolier, like those guys are important to their team. Jean-Gabriel Pajot, like once those guys get going, I think they're also just a playoff-made team.
Yes.
They're not a regular season team, but that's also an issue because you need to get to the playoffs in that tough metropolitan division with freaking Pittsburgh, Washington, Philly. Like that division is nuts. It is nuts.
Pittsburgh just got Crosby back. Crosby had a very, very slow start. Goalless in his in his first 4 games. But he just had a goal and an assist.
Okay, yeah, he did.
Just had a goal and an assist. He's back with Gensel. He's back with Rust.
Oh my God,
that line is scary.
That line is so good.
It's good.
Crosby just made those guys.
He did. And
then now they're on their own path.
Yeah, they are. And it's the same thing with everyone. Crosby makes guys, and then they go get paid, and then they go elsewhere, and they're just not producing, and everyone reverts back to, Crosby made them. But Gensel, I think Gensel is his own man. Gensel is a great player. He's so talented.
Good. He knows how to score.
And again, we just always overlook a team like Pittsburgh and Washington. When they get Malkin back,
When Washington gets back, they're back. Yeah, they're both the same exact players. They're both
their second line center.
The second line player.
Well, not same player, but
the second tier player to the Crosby or Ovi.
Exactly, they have like the same role in both teams.
Yeah,
but yeah, Pittsburgh team to watch when he comes back. Even now, Crosby's fully healthy. You got Jarry, who has back-to-back shutouts.
Yeah, Jarry's a stud.
Jarry's looking good.
I didn't know he was this good.
He's not a playoff goalie, though. You saw last year.
Oh, my God. He choked. That's who the Islander played. They played Pittsburgh.
They did play Pittsburgh, yeah.
That's who it was. But, yeah, that's that. A couple other teams. The Leafs are 8-2-0. They're finally, they're back. They'll be good. And the playoffs will come. They'll suck.
Yeah, honestly, that's a team I don't even want to talk about. The whole regular season.
Yeah.
And then when the playoffs come, if they win a series, then we could talk about them. We could give them their credit. Or if they lose, then we talk about them again. It wouldn't be more talking.
Actually, there's been a bit of a debate going on about Marner gets paid $11 million AAV, and Nylander gets $6 AAV. Everyone's saying that the Leafs, if they lose in the playoffs first round again, that they should just ship Marner and keep Nylander because of the money contract.
Yeah, I mean, that's something they've been saying for years. Every time they lose in the first round,
True.
Do we trade Nylander? Do we trade Marner? Do we trade Riley? Well, Riley's just got locked up.
Oh, God.
Which isn't looking that bad anymore because he's been scoring goals.
Sorry, guys.
At a weird pace. But, I mean, listen, Toronto, we know what's going to come with them. They're a regular season team. Those guys, they're top dogs who will put up points. They're worth the money until the playoffs come. And a guy like Marner, Matthews, we saw what Phil Deneau did. It's not hard to shut a line like that down.
Yeah.
It's really not hard.
I agree with you 100%. That's one line cap when you... Once again, we're going to refer back to the third line.
But it's not even that. They have Tavares. They have Nylander on the second line.
Well, to be fair, last year they did get a bit unlucky losing Tavares. They were up 3-1 in the series, and then their captain goes down. However, that's still an excuse to beat the freaking Habs. But they were also on a miracle run. Toronto goes to the side. Carolina is also 8-2-0. Carolina is a very good team. They're just well-rounded. They've got the forward.
Them and Florida. I put them in the same category.
100%.
Very same category.
I think Carolina might need one more defenseman.
Yeah, okay.
They've got what? Slavin, Pesci, D'Angelo.
Brady Shea.
They
have Ethan Bear. They also have Ian Cole now, who's a good,
Oh, so their defense is fine. So
yeah, but they could still use some depth.
Because they have such Tervan Aho, they have Nikos, Trocheck.
Yeah, you don't need a writer.
Yeah, you got another winger.
But Aho has just solidified himself as the number one center. Trocheck is a great number 2 center. But Svechnikov, he's unreal this year.
I don't know, but I think Aho is so good. Aho's nuts.
You know what? I'm gonna make a comparison here. Sebastian Aho plays a very similar style to Elias Pettersson in the way that their body build, and the way they move. Aho doesn't look like he's skating, but he still controls the play. But Aho, it just looks like he wants to be there more. Whereas Pettersson, we talked about.
I disagree. I think Aho's a much better two-way player. Aho is not selfish. Pettersson's a selfish player. Aho makes people better around him, which I think defies the superstars to the stars. Is if you can make,
you know what?
If you can make somebody around you play better, that's a true guy. That's a guy that's gonna win a Stanley Cup. Yeah. That's why Austin Matthews will never win a Stanley Cup. He doesn't make guys around him better. He doesn't.
Think of goal scorer.
Did he make Zach Hyman better on him? No, Zach Hyman was just good. Did he make Marner better on him? No, Marner's just good. Look, now he's playing with Marner and Nick Ritchie. Nick Ritchie is supposed to be this, he's going to replace Zach Hyman and do the Zach Hyman because he's playing with Matthews and Marner. He's done nothing because Matthews doesn't know how to make guys better around him.
That's true. That's where Marner comes in.
And
Matthews needs a Marner.
Yeah.
But Matthews needs a Marner. Marner doesn't need Matthews.
No, Matthews needs Marner. At the end of the day, Matthews, that's why I think he'll never win a Stanley Cup or win anything because
that's a bold statement.
He can't. Very bold statement. Okay, well, he can't make guys around him better. That's why Johnny T is different. Johnny T could make guys around him better. Look what he did with Kyle Okposo in freaking New York. Matt Molson years back. That's why someone like Johnny T, okay, maybe he's getting out of his prime. That's why Andrei Kopitar won cups. He makes guys around him better. That's why Sidney Crosby wins cups. He makes guys around him better. That's why Ovi won the cup. He makes guys around him better. Ovi does. You think Tom Wilson's supposed to be this good?
I think Tom Wilson is just a very good hockey.
He's very good, okay, but
I think Ovi, but you compared him to Ovi. Ovi was compared, well, not compared to Matthews, but people said the exact same thing about Ovi when he kept losing in the first round. It was the exact same thing. Ovi, you can't build a team around him. He needs guys, but it's the same thing with Matthews. Now you're seeing Ovi making guys better because he's learned that new style, how to play.
He's older. He has the experience. Matthews, it's going to come. I always tell Leafs fans, as much as I like seeing them struggle, it's fun to watch. But if a Leafs fan comes out to me and starts complaining, it's Tampa. It happened the same thing. You're never going to win a cup with Kucherov and a bunch of Russians, this, that. You know what? They find their game. They learn how to play. Yeah. The leadership comes in, and they win a cup. And it's going to come. Toronto's going to come. It's going to happen. Screw Toronto.
Toronto, you think of Montreal. Cole Caulfield's back.
Right, in the NHL.
He just came in after having 1 goal, 4 assists in 6 games at Laval.
I watched him last night.
He doesn't play defense.
He hasn't skated.
No, he doesn't play defense.
He's just looking to go. He's just looking to score. That's it. And he's not going to last in the NHL.
And listen, that is okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
He has to learn how to play.
But you need someone to by your side that knows you're just thinking about goal. And he has Nick Suzuki for now. But Caulfield's not there yet. Mentally or physically, I want to say. He's small. He's not fully grown in his body. He's a young man. Yeah. But it's going to come. And I just hope he doesn't get too down on himself with the media too, because that would really suck. That would suck.
Yeah. Another team. Lastly, the team that's been struggling has been Seattle. They are 2-8-0 in their last 10. What the heck?
Philip Grubauer has a 4 GAA, 4 goals per game in the last 5.
Imagine being able to have taken one of the hottest players in the NHL right now, Matt Duchene, on your team, and they didn't.
Matt Duchene just had a hat trick. Matt Duchene's over a point per game. Matt Duchene.
I said he should have been a Seattle Kraken. He was on my prediction list. I said he would have.
I disagree.
I said he would have been like James Neal was that year, and he is playing like Neal was. But when
I like to say William Nylander, not Nylander, Carlson.
Oh yeah, that too.
The first line center gets. He's scoring. Willie Carlson had 40 goals in his first season with the Vegas. But Duchene's looking good. He's back to what he was. I want to say. Colorado, early Ottawa days.
Ottawa, he was good. He just didn't like.
I look back and I think it makes me feel old when I think of Matt Duchene in an Avalanche jersey, and a Ryan O'Reilly in the Avalanche jersey. That's
Imagine
crazy.
Jordan Eberle in an Edmonton Oilers jersey.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah, that's weird. Bad. Taylor Hall in an Edmonton Oilers jersey.
Yeah, and then they trade Taylor Hall for Adam Larson.
Who else is there? There's Alec Martinez in a LA Kings jersey. Jake Muzzin in an LA Kings jersey. We're old. So that's basically all the teams that we kind of talk about. Seattle, I don't know what they're going to do. I didn't like the way they drafted in the first place. I think Grubauer was overrated. That's another conversation for another day. Two guys that I think really need to be spoken about more by us. Maybe
we talked about one of them last episode.
Troy Terry's on a 16-game point streak.
I was listening to the Steve Dangle podcast, and they were talking about Troy Terry and the Ducks for about 3 minutes. And they were just saying how... it's crazy because Ryan Getzlaf, who last year at the deadline, he was the main trade target. Every team wanted him. 3rd, 4th line center, leadership. He's won a cup. He decided, I want to stay. I want to stay here, finish out my career. Then he re-signed, 2-year deal in Anaheim. Now he's playing, again, he's just playing top minutes, top line. He has Troy Terry by his side.
Unreal.
And I don't know what it is. Is Getzlaf making Terry a better player? Is Terry, why does Troy Terry... a guy who was drafted in the 6th round have way over a point per game.
Okay, well, first of all, getting drafted late round, that doesn't defy you as a player, because we see Kucherov, he got drafted.
He was only a 2nd round player.
Was he?
Yeah.
So who was the guy that was late?
Palat, 7th round.
No, there's a goalie. Longfist, that's who.
It's a goalie.
Yeah, okay.
Goalies get drafted late. Okay, but a guy that's 23, you think about, where was he drafted?
True. Okay, fair.
Drafted in the 6th round.
At the end of the day, this guy's doing what he has to do. I mean, I love Ryan Getzlaf. I've always loved the way he plays. This guy's an absolute leader. This guy's a stud. First ballot Hall of Fame. Good for this guy. He's not stopping. He's a beast. Maybe the Ducks are going to move him at the deadline for a first.
No, they won't move him.
You don't think?
Because I think they will be in a playoff spot.
Do you think Getzlaf? Would you give a first for Ryan Getzlaf?
Yes, without a doubt.
I think but be a 3rd line center. I think without a doubt.
Without a doubt. A team like Colorado. Boom. Yeah. Done. Yeah. But he's staying. He signed for a reason. And, I mean, let's not forget, they're a playoff team right now.
Oh,
so, they're a playoff team.
And now the guy who I said should not be on this Team Canada list, should not even be here.
It wasn't even that. It was more like, what am I reading that this guy's on anyone's list?
And now
2 weeks later, we're like, what?
I am eating my own words. Andrew Mangiapane is tied for the league, second in goals, tied with Ovi.
Second?
First to Draisaitl. Draisaitl was 18, yeah. Mangiapane's tied second with Ovi at 18. The heck is going on?
Mangiapane, I want to say he plays on a line with Lindholm, does he?
I don't know, but do you know their top 6 right now?
Yeah.
It is Kachuk, Gaudreau, Lindholm, Mangiapane, Coleman, Monahan. That is good.
You know what? Monahan is a guy who I don't like.
Yeah, me neither.
But he's finding his stride. He was injured.
Yeah, I don't like him.
He's starting to put up points.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think he's, a third-line center.
Yeah.
But Blake Coleman is, I think, a second-liner.
Yeah.
And I think that first-liner, holy smokes. Johnny Hockey Gaudreau is looking good.
Yeah.
He's back to how he was, I want
Johnny
to say 3-4 years ago.
You ever hear that story?
No, I don't want to hear that ever come out of someone's mouth again.
That's his name, Johnny Ham Cheese.
Yeah. Anyways. But Johnny Gaudreau is looking good. Lindholm looking good. Kachuk looking good.
Yeah.
Mangiapane looking good.
Yeah, I don't know. They're looking really
wow.
good. That was good. Yeah,
Markstrom
looking good.
7 wins, 5 shutouts.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is it looking good?
And let me just say this. 2 days ago, after his last shutout, before the odds changed for, player awards, Jacob Markstrom was a 15-1 bet to win the Vezina. And I had to throw some money on that. That was crazy.
Yeah. I'm not doing that again. I have PTSD from last year.
Yeah, that's true.
But,
all right. I feel like we're getting to the end. Now we're just rambling on.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say?
Nothing. Just one point I wanted to add on the side. So I've seen Mangiapane. I know I love talking about Team Canada. I know you hate it. But Mangiapane and Tom Wilson have both been rumored to come on that team. I think they're going to take one of them. I think they really want that gritty forward for some reason. Also, Andrew Mangiapane, remember me saying this, is a mini Brad Marchand.
Yeah, that's fair.
And he's going to be the same as Brad Marchand.
I think we could end it there because that's a bold statement.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm okay with it. I'm not opposed to that statement. I think he plays similar style and he's starts scoring goals now, so it's not crazy.
Don't forget to like this video.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel again, download the app. Personally, I've been starting to make some picks on the BettorOff.
Yeah.
So I mean, we'll see how that goes. But guys, download the app. Spotify. If you don't like listening on YouTube, we're on Spotify, both platforms. And again, just like you said, like and go start to keep in touch with the TikTok page. Even if it's not for hockey, if you're a fan of football, anything
basketball.
else, check it out.
Yep. I hope when you see this, everybody have a great day.
Take care, folks.
Peace out.